इस धरती पर रहने का हक उन लोगों का है जो अपने आप को तकलीफ दे के मुश्किल में रख के दूसरों को मशाल दिखाते हैं। I am privileged to have with us Honorable Vice Chancellor Baba Ghulam Shah Badshah University, Professor Javed Musarrat sir. Sir, you hardly need any introduction. You have made all of us proud by your distinguished work and research and development within the University of Baba Ghulam Shah Badshah University. I request your good self to present the presidential address to the gathering. Sir, please.
Chief guest of today's function, Professor Mushtaq Siddiqui, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Islamic University of Science and Technology, the guest of honor, Professor D.P. Arol, Dean, Agricultural Sciences, SQUAS, Jammu. We have a very distinguished guest amongst us, Professor Asiya Siddiqui, a very eminent mathematician, the Director of Institute of Mathematical Sciences. We are honored to have you here, ma'am. The Dean Academic Affairs, Professor Iqbal Parvez, the Registrar, Dr. Zari, Head of the Department, Dr. Shah, and the convener and organizing secretary of this National two-day conference on entomology issues and opportunities, Dr. Pare. I am so glad that the chief guest has accepted our invitation and has traveled from Srinagar in very inclement weather yesterday, passing through the dangerous zones of Pir Panjal mountains, and I witnessed that. Thank you very much, sir, for visiting us, accepting our invitation. मैं तहे दिल से आपको खुशामदीद कहता हूँ और मुझे बेइंतहा मसरत है कि आपने हमारा जो इन्विटेशन है वो कबूल कर लिया। और मैं इतना ही कहूँगा कि आप आए हैं प्याम मसरत लेकर, हमने पलकों को सरे राह बिछा रखा है। Ladies and gentlemen, entomology is a very interesting subject. And being a student of biology, I'm also interested in this area. And I understand in sustaining the biodiversity. Almost 80% of the plants are pollinated by insect pollinators, and therefore they play a very important role not only in sustaining the biodiversity but also in food security, in agricultural productivity and in economic growth. Specifically, if I talk about the apiculture, which really fascinates me, the statistic says that the area of apiculture is expected to grow at the annual growth rate of 2.7%, provided that we take care to maintain their health. Since this conference is focusing on issues and challenges, I wish that the delegates who have joined us from different nooks and corners of the state and the country will deliberate on these important issues in the next 2 days and discuss the advances in the area, the conventional entomology, without undermining the importance of the classical entomology, the taxonomy or the pathology of insects and other things. I wish that some lectures I hope will be delivered on the molecular biology and the immunology of the insects. And I was surprised to know that insects have very well developed immune system like that of vertebrates. They have innate immunity, both cellular and humoral, and we have an expert of immunology sitting amongst us, the Vice Chancellor, who himself is a very eminent molecular biologist and immunology. We're happy to listen to those areas where the young budding scientists are ready to contribute. There are some pertinent issues that need to be addressed, and I believe that these kind of conferences will provide an opportunity to all of us to deliberate upon the specific issues we are facing in the state of J&K, and of course at national level as well, and see how we can contribute substantially in order to enhance the existing knowledge in the area and to help develop and improve the economic growth of the state and the economic growth of the country. I wish that the delegates here will deliberate on the important issues like honeybee colony health. There is a phenomena, the presence of pesticides in the environment, or the disease which is resulting in the reduction in colony sustenance and formation, or the pests that are feeding on the insects. One such insect I remember here must be knowing is the red, brown, different types of viruses which feeds on the fat tissue of the insect, and it reduces the immune system of the insects. So it is time when we should study in fact the phenomena of this infection, how the infestation could be controlled in order to improve the production of honey. I am so happy that in the university we are in process of developing an apiary center. This apiary center is into this, having infrastructure for extraction of very high quality of honey through his laboratory resources. And I am happy to mention here that this university, but having agriculture, this apiculture center in the university, we are having our own product. And I remember when he put that product on sale, it was sold in minutes, and therefore he was forced to issue rain checks to all those people who are in line to buy that product. So I really congratulate him that he is doing a wonderful job. This is related to a 9th standard high school student, in fact, who was doing a school project wherein he tried to develop the design of a hive. And in order to develop that design of a hive, he used the state-of-the-art technology. 3D printing was used to develop a 47-liter hive in order to study the process of infestation by the pest, putting very tiny sensors and camera in the hive to capturing images to see the response of the pest and the host with respect to the physical conditions like temperature, like humidity, like aeration, ventilation, heat exchange and all that to find. And then he took the help of experts in the area of machine learning and artificial intelligence to develop the algorithm where he could study that kind of an interaction. So what I mean to say is that this is an era where machine learning and AI tools are being used in every discipline, and entomology is no different. So entomologists are using all these techniques in studying the pattern, sensing the temperature pattern. See, God has gifted this organism, what is called as honeybee, a very unique feature. It can sense the temperature, and I have learned that the flower, different parts of the flower has different temperature, and it is that temperature pattern which makes an insect, particularly honeybee, to recognize the flower for pollination. So how this temperature recognition pattern is working is something very interesting to know. I understand that much of the information is available in the literature, but the entomologists who are attending this program, I want that they should also deliberate on this. Like I talked about the immunity also, you must know that there are at least 4 different pathways that have been recognized, including the toll pathway is there, the J and K pathway is there, and the STAT pathway is there. What role these pathways, signaling pathways, are playing in order to respond to those inducers or the ligands that are binding on the surface, inducing those NF-kappa B inhibitors and transcription factors and all that. So try to incorporate these latest kind of technology in your study. Apart from this, there are some other areas where one can easily deliberate into, in fact, and contribute substantially. For instance, the role of RNA interference, what is called as RNAi technology, is there to inhibit the effect of pathogens, that how the insects or the honeybees could be protected from pathogens. So I wish that this gathering of scientists and budding scientists who are here attending this national conference will be engaged for the next 2 days. That will lead to some new collaborations, because it is the era of collaboration. You have to collaborate with different labs within the state, within the universities, outside the universities, and different universities in the country who are open for exchange of ideas. So I hope that with the sincere deliberations that will take place on current status of science and technology in entomology, with the free flow of ideas, with the meaningful presentations and scholarly discussions, a guideline will be prepared, some kind of a policy be framed in order to tell the funding agencies the need for funding those ideas. As the Honorable Vice Chancellor has very rightly mentioned, that the entomologists are now very less in number in the institutions. Fortunately, we have 2 very eminent entomologists sitting here in the gathering. Dr. Abrol is with us, and our own Director of Biodiversity, Biosciences and Biotechnology sitting here, Professor Shujauddin, who has contributed his entire life for understanding the insects. We know that there are models available. The Drosophila melanogaster is a model which help biologists like us, in fact, to understand the essence of life, the functioning of life, the molecular biology of cell. Likewise, honeybee also, I understand, has been completely sequenced, because I remember that the Honeybee Genome Consortium was developed back in 2006. So we have all information related to genome available with us. So let us try to do state-of-the-art, cutting-edge research in the area and make a substantial contribution in the advancement of science in entomology. Head of the department, in fact, who has motivated the organizers and all the students and volunteers to conduct this program, a great success. And I'm extremely thankful to the chief guest, the guest of honor, for making this program, for attending this program, and accepting our request to visit BGSBU. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you very much, sir. Your words are always inspiring for all of us.